just variations to that.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Pulse Podcast. I am your host, Big Mike, here live in full effect for you on another week in sports. We survived. We had our ultimate football weekend, and it was amazing. We hyped it up last week, and man, did it deliver. Best football weekend I may have ever seen. I don't know. Talk about it. That was a great weekend. Every game a banger except the last one. Everyone. But we're here tonight running a three-man weave. Can't do it alone. Got the mad producer, Podcast Poppy, in the building.
Getting your ass beat and then getting your cheeks beat are different things.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And our returning champion, Anthony, is back.
You learn something new every day and every minute. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
I want to point out you're only the returning champion because Buffalo won. Everything else you touched went much, but it's okay. You got your Josh Allen win. I got my Josh Allen win because Sunshine stinks.
Did you get your Jalen Hurts win?
I did not get my Jalen win.
Was I the only one who didn't pick the Eagles?
Wait, I predicted New England to beat the Chargers.
So did
yes,
I.
Yes, you did. But
so did I.
There's a lot of people.
I got everything but the Steelers one right.
You didn't get the Eagles one right either.
Which one did I pick?
I think you picked San Fran. I thought I was the only one who picked the Eagles.
I picked San Francisco. I'm pretty sure I did.
You picked Chicago over Green Bay?
I did pick Chicago. I wanted to pick Chicago. I picked Green Bay like a dumbass.
We were close on.
And I picked the Rams. I picked the Rams to beat the Panthers.
We all picked the Rams.
Nobody's going to get it.
I won Gatorade in that game.
To be fair, the Panthers played a very good game.
Yes, they did. Just like I knew they would. And they took the Panthers. I went from red to green in one game. Went from Owen Dillon and Gatorade to now being back in the surplus. We'll see how this weekend goes, though. We'll see what they're looking like. Super Bowl will probably be where I go back in the red.
4 years, $240 million.
Insane.
Woo! You know, I wasn't that off.
You was not.
I said 3 years, 200.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. As of 10:05 on January 15th in the year of our Lord 2026, Kyle Tucker has signed a 4-year, $240 million contract with, you guessed it, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are beyond collecting infinity stones at this point. They are collecting every stone. They're leaving no stone uncovered. They're doing everything. It's tough. Tough time to be a baseball fan if you're not a fan of the Dodgers.
Rough. The rich just keep getting richer. The rich keep getting
richer.
Must
be nice.
Must be nice, man. Must be nice to have all that money. Must be nice.
That sounds so salty.
Bro, your owner's like, we already know the owner of your team is poor. Our owner is actively not poor. And he's crying.
Oh, Rod's going to lose this shit.
Oh, of course he is.
It's just money.
Of course he's
and guess what?
He's nowhere to be found.
That's the real problem with it. That's why I'm not going to get mad at the situation. Because no matter what, the Yankees aren't involved in any of these talks. So, like, we have the right.
So that's not going to stop Ross from losing the shit.
No, he's justified. He's absolutely justified.
But it proves my point. It's not about. It's Roz doesn't like how the Yankees spend money. That's
correct. He'll wait 4 months after after we know how they're playing to be like, oh, we could have had this person and this person.
King hindsight. that argument that y'all had this week.
You saw me dragging a corpse around?
King hindsight, boy. King
you saw me just dragging a fucking corpse around?
In a circle.
In a circle.
In a circle. Just arguing about what a fact is. That's when I had to check out.
Him trying to bring up all these different studies about what a fact is when I literally picked up the definition out of a dictionary. And then him telling me I'm wrong.
As I said, hibiscus cherry was the flavor that day.
Like, that was one of the most out of pocket things anybody has ever told me in my life. That I literally ripped a definition from the dictionary out, and I'm wrong.
When I tell you, when I get upset and I say, you're insulting my intelligence, like
I already said it a couple times.
I don't know how you did it because I would have.
Oh, I had time. I was not busy.
Driven to New York for us to have that conversation. What are we doing?
I was not busy. I knew, like, once he said, you proved mine wrong? Okay, but you have to prove the other one's wrong. I was like, no, your whole point is wrong now because I proved one wrong. And he was like, that's not how that works. I was like, okay, then prove me right. Or then prove me wrong. You can't.
Crickets.
Just like with the Mike Tomlin thing. He goes, I bet Mike T coaches next year. I'll take that bet. Crickets.
Yeah, I put the I was going to tell you, congratulations. You actually made him run away because he knew I thought Mike Tomlin would coach this year, but not enough to bet on it. And now that I've seen the terms since he stepped down, which this is going to segue into our lead story anyway, he's not coaching this year.
No.
Unless somebody's very desperate, and I hope Tennessee's
even if somebody was very desperate, I don't think he would come to coach this year. He deserves a year off.
He does.
To be honest.
He does. Hopefully it's his choice.
Yeah, this is absolutely his choice because we went over this on Sunday. They don't fire nobody.
They haven't since the 1940s.
Yeah, or the 60s was the last time the Rooney family fired somebody. The 40s was the last time the coach got fired mid-season, and he fired himself.
Yeah.
So, I'm very interested to see how this Steelers team moves.
I can't wait.
Well, Steelers fans are going to get either more of the same or exactly what they want.
They need to. They just need to just brace and just have a shitty season. That's just what they need.
So they're probably blowing it up because now that you're going to get a coach in there who's probably not like very experienced, and they're without like a lot of success, they're probably not going to be very good. They're not going to have a quarterback. Like, what is Mason Rudolph going to be the quarterback next year?
Mm-hmm.
Unless Ty Simpson
Most likely
they just take Ty Simpson, who's not very good.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Get the draft pick.
Be bad for next year. There's 7 quarterbacks coming out next year. So, like, they're going to get exactly what they want. They're like, oh, yay, we're losing, so we could be in the fucking race for these picks. For these top prospects.
That they want so bad. And we need somebody that knows, that understands what the standard is. The standard here. We don't play for 8-8, 9-8. Okay.
I mean, you will, and you do.
They're gonna stink, and it's gonna be hilarious. And
that's gonna be exactly what they want.
And can't complain. And Mike T is gonna go next year
and coach the Jets. Because Aaron Glenn's not making it out of this season.
He's not gonna make it out of here too.
No.
Depends.
I think they'll give him the full season.
You already wrote him off.
His seat's hot. This team won't get better.
Damn. Can you wait for the off season first? See what y'all do?
Oh no, I'm fairly confident, and no amount of money is going to make this team better. None.
There's money that can make this team better.
Not with what's available and the draft assets that are available. Like, he has to double his win total to keep his job. And even if he doubles his win total, you probably still should fire him, because then he takes you out of the running for any of these top quarterbacks.
Well, y'all still have.
What if
y'all still have picks next year too, so y'all still be able to get second or third option.
If we double our win total, we will not get set. Knowing us with 7 quarterbacks coming out, we'd get the.
If there's 7 quarterbacks, if there's 7 quarterbacks coming out next year, if that's truly what that is, like 7 good quarterbacks, at 6 wins, you'll still get one of them. All right.
No, what'll happen is 6 wins will be right outside, because every team in front of us now will decide that they need a quarterback, and we'll take the quarterback, and we will be left with nobody.
Because I feel like now a quarter of the teams next year are going to be like, hey, midway through the season, we kind of suck, guys. Let's start this tank.
Yeah.
So were you surprised that he stepped down?
No.
Nah, they were talking about it.
We said it on Sunday. We're like, after this Monday night game, there's probably going to be another job open.
Depending on how they lost. And everything was fine until the fourth quarter.
When the dam opened.
The dam completely broke. It completely broke.
But to be fair here, that crowd was booing the offense all game.
They were. They were looking for a reason.
The offense looked like shit.
Yeah. The offense gave them a reason.
The offense looked like shit. But the problem I have with a lot of people looking at the Steelers offense and being like, "Oh, this is bad." This is how they've been all year. They did nothing differently this game that they've been doing all year.
And the Texans defense ferociously came to play.
The Texans came in there and promptly been saying what I've been saying since week 4. Just play underneath, try to get them to beat you, use your pass rush. You don't need to blitz. There's no point in blitzing if the ball's out of their hand in a second, right?
But that also is exactly what Houston doesn't blitz. Houston doesn't want to.
And it's right into their game plan.
That was the worst matchup Pittsburgh could have gotten. I would have given them a chance against Jacksonville. I would have given them a chance against Buffalo. I would have given them a real chance if they would have had to play almost anyone except that.
I would have given them a chance against Buffalo. They wouldn't have beat Jacksonville.
I would have given them a chance against Buffalo too. Jacksonville, I wouldn't have given them a chance against, because they kind of can play the same way. They don't have to blitz, especially against that offensive line. Denver, I wouldn't have had a chance.
They would have had a chance against Denver, because that would have just been two, like that game was, 2 defensive teams. They would have had a chance. They ended up losing by 20.
Well, yeah, if they Denver, they would have had a chance against Denver, because the score would have been 10-7.
Yeah, just how this game was. They were in that game in the fourth quarter. It was a 1-possession game. They were in that game, and then that scoop that wasn't even on Aaron. That was a great defensive play. We were talking. he decleated that man. Like, he completely decleated that man and got to Aaron in 3 seconds.
Well, Anderson's a bad dude.
That's how I'm just like feeling. You just coming out to work, shitting on Rodgers. I'm like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? It's the same Texas defense.
No, but I told you what I would want from Rodgers in that situation. It's what I have seen the last 2 years. He has regressed at. He has not done a good job, like really identifying a defense pre-snap. He has gotten worse at that.
I strongly,
because no matter what, he still only goes, like, if he doesn't go to his first read, he's trying to move unless he has protection. If he doesn't have protection, he's going to then roll out if he has the time, and then if he doesn't have protection, he's panicking. Like last year, he had his highest interception total in years, and it's because really of the games where he's had multiple interceptions because he was not able to identify the linebackers in the middle of the field pre-snap, right? Like the worst throw he was at last year was in across the middle. That was the worst throw he had all last year, every single fucking game, because he was unable to identify the linebackers. All this year, when you take a look at a lot of those deep passes, they still really weren't across the middle. He had a couple to Freiermuth in that game that were across the middle, but for the most part, they were towards the hash marks, towards the outside. And then again, 85% of their offense is behind the line of scrimmage, screens, real quick RPOs, like just getting the ball out. Like the fact that DK Metcalf, all he did was run screen passes and fucking go routes all year is crazy to me.
And the fact that Aaron just stopped throwing him the ball.
That's also an Aaron Rodgers problem.
That was an atrocious drop, though.
It was a terrible drop. But at the same time, that's what Aaron Rodgers does. If he gets mad at you, he doesn't throw you the football.
I'd have to watch the film, though. It also felt like they were kind of...
I mean, Metcalf has had an issue with drops this year, too.
But that's no matter what, if he drops it, you still have to throw him the ball. He's your only option at wide receiver.
There's still Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I had a problem with
he's your only option at wide receiver, Anthony.
Them not throwing DK the ball at the goal line. That's where I was like, what are y'all doing?
But again, that's kind of something they did most of the year, is not throw him the ball at the goal line.
Or a fair move. Like, come on. Got to be better.
Where it's like, there's ways this game could have ended differently, but then at the same time, it's like
their defense was too good.
Their defense was good. Rodgers didn't play a good football game, but like it all kind of was an amalgamation of the same thing. Just like all year, you've gotten away with playing the way you've played, and nobody has truly made you pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Or the fact that you can't run the ball. Like, we talk a lot about the Steelers not having a quarterback and all. They haven't had a good running game since Le'Veon Bell.
They have talented running backs. The problem is Le'Veon Bell was an elite running back, and you should be able to run the football without an elite running back. We've seen many a team do it. Figure out ways to run the football. They were just bad play design on every front.
But again, that goes to what I'm telling you. If they can't run the ball, and we understand that they can't run the ball, then you throw screen passes and little 2-3. That's your run game because you can't run the ball. So you can't just blanketly say, well, Aaron just stinks and he doesn't got it anymore. They can't run the ball to even make you back up a little bit. Like, it's all give and flow. Like,
but again, that's my problem with the offense. I've said this Steelers offense really isn't good. Whether you think that's me talking shit about Aaron or not, the offense itself, whether it's Aaron or not, is not good.
Well, their offensive coordinator stinks.
Which goes back to when was the last time they had a good offensive coordinator? Fucking Todd Haley?
They haven't had that in a while either. Todd Haley and Ben Roethlisberger about to fight in practice.
Yeah, but that was probably the best their offense was.
They were 30 on the board. So, It's that game. I mean, every game, because like I said, even though that game exploded in the fourth quarter, that was a good defensive game until the fourth quarter.
Oh, God, until it just fell apart. Where you had the
Pittsburgh's
scoop and
defense-
score, you had
Pittsburgh's
the
defense
fucking
played
pick
so
six that
good.
literally was Rodgers' last pass of it, probably his career at this point.
Probably will be.
Because despite what people like to tell you about Aaron Rodgers didn't have a market. His market was Pittsburgh because they were the only team that was also desperate enough to need him.
I think yeah.
Who else needed a quarterback? The Giants. The Giants were out immediately. They had a chance. They said, "Nope, we're out." We'll go with Russell Wilson,
who also may have played his last.
He's going to try to play.
I was saying he's going to try and get that money. He's going to try and get some money. But yeah, that's the other. There's Chicago and Green Bay. Whew. This game had everything. Fights before the game, a snow squall before the game, and then just madness and chaos in the fourth quarter.
I'm surprised LaFleur has a job.
Yeah,
they're like, no, we're going to extend him.
Extending him is crazy, but
who's a better coach right now?
Anybody.
No, Dylan, don't do that.
No. But like, I'm pretty sure Harbaugh would have looked at that job because I think he was looking for good organizations, like notorious good organizations. Green Bay is that. The Giants are that. Because there's no way you're going to go from one great organization to then want to go to a bad one.
To the Cardinals.
Yeah, like to the Jets.
Even Atlanta. Atlanta could.
You wouldn't want to do that.
The owner has a reputation. He's got a short fuse, but he does treat his people well. All them people that play for Arthur Blank love him to death. Yeah. He just has terrible decision making. And he has a black cat that just runs around his franchise. Because they are also very snake bitten, but that's another story.
They're another torture franchise.
Yeah, that's another stuff. But the game was everything, and I knew Green Bay. It felt like Green Bay kind of went into prevent a little bit, like let's kill the clock, and then Chicago just kept coming, and they was like, oh no, can't stop it. You lose. It's
literally the traditional Matt LaFleur playbook of I'm going to get ahead, and then once I have this like multiple possession lead, I'm going to stop doing what got me here. Granted, they were given a 21-point lead because Ben Johnson coached the single worst half of football I've ever seen in my life.
Me and you were just flabbergasted by how that first half was going.
I can't believe he saw fourth and like long every time and was just like, nah.
Go. On his side of the field.
Nah. Literally putting Green Bay in field goal position right away. Nah. Dan Campbell was looking proud. Proud. He's like,
can we bring back going for field goals?
Or punting? Can we bring back punting?
Punting.
Yes. This Dan Campbell syndrome that's been just poisoning this damn league and shit.
It's the most disgusting thing in football I've ever seen. I don't know how Lions fans do it because every time there's a fucking big game, Dan Campbell finds a way to go for it 6 times, and it's so infuriating.
Because when he makes it, it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, but then when he misses it, he looks stupid.
It's just you gotta know when. Like I'm all for the go for it on fourth down, but just in the right situation. And forget what the stupid book says. Forget what the binder says. Have a feel
The
for
analytics.
the game. Have a feel for the game. Look at how your team's playing. Like, perfect example. In the Steelers-Texans game, there was a 4th and 2 where Mike Tomlin was like, yeah, no, at the goal line. He probably should have took the points. But the way that the game was going, it was like, yeah.
Listen, if you give me 4th and short on the goal line,
I got to go for it.
I'm going for it every fucking time. I don't care. Because then, worst case scenario, you have the ball on the fucking 3-yard line.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Going for it at your opponent's 40 is insane. At your own 40,
That's crazy.
At your own 40 is like insane. Like, is this? I'm sorry to switch the topic. I'm watching the Knicks and Warriors live as we're recording. Kuminga's at the end of the bench with a hoodie on.
Yeah, he just demanded a trade today.
I know he demanded a trade, so does that just mean like he just doesn't play anymore?
I mean, he really hasn't played much this season to begin with.
This is true. Steve Kerr, for whatever reason,
this is by design. He only signed.
Steve Kerr hates him.
Oh yeah, because I think he's. My problem with Kuminga is I think he's better than he really is.
I mean, two things can be true.
And he thinks he's above the system.
Two things can be true. He can think he's better, but he is a good player.
I think he's a talented player.
And the Warriors absolutely could use him. Like, exactly what he does is one of the things that this team needs. So not playing him is crazy. Like, how do you expect him to develop if you don't play him? So we're going to see what kind of player he is now, because he's either going to A, get traded to a contender, or B, he's going to get traded to like the Pelicans. And
well, they keep trying to trade Michael Porter Jr. to the Warriors. And the Nets have said they're no longer interested. And the Warriors have come out today and like, we haven't talked to the Nets in months. And we're like, okay, right. Like you weren't just trying to trade everybody you had for it. And apparently one of the holdups was the Nets don't want Jonathan Kuminga.
Which is crazy.
They don't want him.
Jordy looked at the film and was like, absolutely not.
and Jordy is telling you, no, we don't.
Was like,
I trust him.
Nope.
I trust him because he coaches this fucking, again, the Island of Misfit Toys over here, and
that's
doing
26.
a damn good job.
That's 26. It's a real
damn good job.
It's a real
if he
thing.
doesn't like your tape, I trust whatever he's saying.
Every year. Nets 26. Let's see where are Nets 26 before we get back to this Green Bay game.
I think we're at 11 or 12 wins.
11. I only need 15 more. 15 more of them things.
Listen, if Michael Porter Jr. keeps playing the way he's playing, it's going to happen.
Milwaukee being on the outside of the they're not even in the play-in right now.
Apparently the Nets were like, hey, we'll do it, but you have to give us everything that you have plus 2 first-round picks. Oh, you're not interested? See you later. We'll come back when you're interested. You don't got too much time left.
And let me just say, nothing does my heart better than knowing that the Pacers have the worst record in basketball. Nothing makes me feel better. Not one of them. The worst record in basketball.
It doesn't have the effect that I'd wanted to have for me per se, because Halliburton's not playing. Like, if Halliburton was playing and they had the worst record, I'd be, oh my God.
You're right, Anthony, because give me all of it. Give me all of it. But I mean, we got the worst record in basketball. Nope, I'll take it.
But I can't even be concerned about
Carlisle his 1,000th win. Oh, give me everything. And him having to win it on the road in, I think, Charlotte is where he got it. Oh, yes.
Yeah, but Mike, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Knicks got some problems right now. We got some problems, right? Yeah, we do.
Because they up 12.
We've been on the slump. No, we've been on a slump, Mike.
Ross has entered the chat.
Oh boy. I'm sure he just bypassed that wrestling conversation. Let's. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. all he can do is laugh.
It's so stupid, Mike. The Yankees are the dead body that was found, and somebody's like, do something.
And I mean, Dylan, you know what's going to happen. We're going to go into the season. Yankees are going to slug their way to 85 to 87 wins. Roz is going to complain the entire season. And then they're going to get into the playoffs. They're going to win that wild card round again. And he's going to be, I believed in this, as he did when we beat the Red Sox. He was out of his mind when we beat the Red Sox. Instantly, we were the worst team in baseball when we played Toronto. Instantly.
Sounds about right.
So I expect the cycle to remain.
It's fucking Yankees.
But yes, shout out to Caleb Williams because he made the throws.
He did.
He made those throws.
He absolutely did.
He did what he had to do to get them back in the game. He made a couple amazing times.
That 4th and 10, Jesus, that was
Whew.
Again, it's right. It's right there for him to just grab. Like how great he can be is right there. Right there.
I agree.
And he always finds a fucking way to back me up and just be like, okay, let me calm down. Let me calm down on me praising Caleb because I think he could be fucking awesome. And here we are. He makes the whole second half was fantastic, but the first half was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
It's the duality of Caleb Williams.
And I'm saying, I don't know if they can keep doing this whole let's be horrible the first half and then turn it up shit. Like,
no, not against these last three, not against the NFC West. You better not.
No, those are the teams that'll make you pay.
Because all three of them teams have closers.
Because the Niners, despite having just Amazon workers playing on their fucking defense, they
have one that's not an Amazon worker, and he will run the ball into.
He doesn't play on defense.
But if they get a lead,
if
they get a lead, you're in trouble.
Correct. But like we saw this Niner team with just Eric Kendricks off the fucking couch, looking like Fred Warner against another team that is really prone to just being bad in the second half of games all year. Listen, you can't.
Horrendous. Offensive coordinator. As I said during the game, his boxes should be on his desk by the time he walks back to the locker room.
That game, after watching a lot of the tape in that game was not a good Jalen Hurts game, but that play calling was terrible. The play calling was bad, but Jalen Hurts also deserves a little bit more criticism than he's getting because he shit.
Did y'all hear what McCoy said?
Yes, and
but it mimics
are in trouble.
But that mimics what we heard Jason Kelce say 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's also
what did he say again?
Jason Kelce said something along the lines of something like sometimes the position playing quarterback and the offense gets a little complicated. So I learned a lot of the offense and the calls and what to look for. So I would point out things in the defense and tell him.
Every great center you've ever seen. You think that Peyton Manning was just up there doing that by himself, or was Saturday up there?
I don't think he needed Saturday.
That's not what I asked, Elgato.
Fuck you. I think two things could be true. Where Jeff Saturday was helping him, but at the same time, if Jeff Saturday didn't do shit, Peyton revolutionized how you read a defense, and I think it would have been fine. Because, again, he also did not play with Jeff Saturday his entire career.
No.
And you could say, arguably, his best year at quarterback, he did not have Jeff Saturday at all.
That was also after he had been in the league for 15 years.
Yeah. But, like, again, Peyton...
So experience matters, too.
We should probably not compare
Kelsey's
him.
talking about this with Jalen being in now his fifth year?
This is going to be his 6th year.
And he's had a different offensive coordinator every year since he was a junior in college, right?
Correct, but...
Does that not... Are you going to tell me that has no impact?
I don't think it has as big of an impact as a lot of people make it seem, because I think if you're a great quarterback, it works. You figure it out, right? Like, you figure it out. Like, when Jalen Hurts went to Oklahoma, nobody was saying this.
Yeah, because he was a junior in college.
And he had to learn a completely different system than what he was running in Alabama. Mm-hmm. Completely different system. And he ran it really well. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Run a completely different system.
It doesn't matter when you do it well.
System. And then the next year he had to run a completely different system. And then the next year he had to run a completely different system, Dylan.
But it's not completely different. That's the thing. Sirianni's still the head coach of this team. Sirianni still wants the offense run a specific way, right? He still tells them what to do and what he wants. Like, there's a lot in that offense that has been, like, remaining. The only difference is the play caller itself.
And that makes a huge difference.
But that's not like a different offense. That's just somebody else calling the play.
Because different play callers, different concepts, different what I'm looking for in this down, what I'm looking for you to do here. All of that is different.
But then that goes into my, like, they from Hard Knocks and all this stuff, they're showing all this shit of Jalen Hurts being involved in the game planning installments of everything. If the plays aren't working that you guys are working on, you need to sit there and say something as the quarterback and be like, this shit you're doing is not working. Here's what we do well. Here's what we run well. We need to do this. But instead, he goes to Sirianni and he says, make it work. That's a problem.
I do not disagree with him having more force on the offense, but we have to add context and we have to look at Jalen the person. Jalen the person is the son of a coach. And the way that he was raised is you listen to the coach and you respect it. If this is coach, if this is what you want to run, this is what I'm going to run. I can tell you, I can voice, I don't think it's going to work, but if this is what you want to do, this is what I'm going to do. This is the concept that you want. This is what I'm going to do. And that crystallized more so this year than any year because you could see this stuff not working. You can see Jalen and the rest of the guys on offense frustrated. But you keep calling this, you terrible offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep running it. I'm going to keep running it. You don't want me to be aggressive, Philly. Preaches, do not turn the ball over. As you said, it's still Sirianni. And what Sirianni is no, his concept, his thought of offense is do not turn the ball over. If we win the turnover battle, I forget what the number is in the NFL. It's a high 70 number. But if you win the turnover battle, you win the game. So they preach and preach and preach. Jalen, take the shot if it's there. If it's AJ and it's one-on-one, sure, throw it up to him. But if it's not there, if you're not 100%, check it down. Check it down. You got Saquon right there. Check it down.
My problem is with the son of a coach thing is eventually, like, that stuff's good until you become like a top quarterback, right? And Jalen Hurts is widely considered to, not even widely, because I think it's more contentious now than ever, is he's considered a top quarterback, top half league quarterback. You get to a point where you're a Super Bowl MVP, you've done this, you played well in the Super Bowl, you are able to call your shot, right? Tom Brady, especially when you end up playing in a league with guys who literally tell you what they want. at quarterback. Like the three best quarterbacks in football are the guys who dominate and say, this is what we want to do. Whether you're calling or is something different. And that's why one coach is out in Baltimore. Because of that. Like, Josh Allen is able to sit there and just go, this is what we're gonna run, this is what I want to run, and this is how we're gonna do it. And you have to call it. If not, he's just gonna do it himself. Joe Burrow, he's going to do everything he can to change what you call because he doesn't like what you're calling. That coach is going to get fired because of it. Not now, but he's on a very fucking thin ice. Jalen Hurts, I think, has the pull to sit there and be like, what you're doing isn't working. Like, you're still my coach in this, but we need to collaborate.
I agree with you that I think he has the pull. Where I don't think that's not in his makeup. That's not in his DNA. That's not the kind of person that he is.
And he's
to do that because that's what I'm going into. He's a coach. That's not the way he's wired. He's not going to do that.
Because I don't think
he's just not gonna. He's like, you're asking him to do something that he's just not gonna do. Like, you wouldn't ask Joe Burrow to start running around doing stuff that Lamar. That's just not him. Like, to ask him to do something that's not him is where I think that this.
That's something in him that is going to end up changing. Not now. But it will end up happening because if they get a couple more,
he's going to get frustrated, and he's going to. But we're not there yet.
Because there's no way that this team as a whole looks this much different than it did last year.
Except,
again, the play calling.
Except.
Play calling, but again, this team also finds ways to win games where Jalen Hurts doesn't complete passes in the second half,
which as a play caller is abysmal.
Which is like whenever we do the argument about like how I think a quarterback is or not, every bad quarterback, I'm not saying he's bad, I think he's average. Any quarterback that I argue is a bad quarterback always ends up having a game like those, where it's like they complete no passes in the second half and they still won. Remember that Chiefs game on Christmas Day a few years ago where Anthony was like, oh, Aiden O'Connell, da, 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 and he didn't complete a pass past the second quarter? That just shows how like the rest of the team played because you didn't do anything. Remember that one game Mac Jones had in his rookie year against the Buffalo Bills, where he literally threw 3 passes and ran the ball the entire game?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do anything. The rest of the team was solid. But then you have, again, Jalen Hurts multiple times this year. You win the game without you contributing to anything.
My problem is the games where he does contribute gets thrown under the rug. Like it didn't happen. Or we don't want to give him credit. We downplay. We find a reason to then downplay when he does play like the best player on the field, which he has done.
I have to look back because I don't think there's a lot of instances where he's played like the best player on the field.
I don't remember a lot of instances.
Yeah. I think that first Cowboys game is one where he was the best player on the field, and that's just pure ass on the Cowboys part, but he was the best player on that field because nobody else really did anything that game.
See what I mean by downplaying?
No, Saquon didn't do anything that game. The
Cowboys aren't good.
No, but I'm giving him his credit. Saquon didn't do anything because no matter if the Eagles are at the best, who's their best player?
It should be Saquon.
It's not should be, it is Saquon. When the Eagles are at their best, Saquon's their best player. So, like, you very rarely, if the Eagles are at their best, will Jalen Hurts be their best player.
Okay. Okay. Does that mean that Jalen can't play well and they win?
We're about to see going forward with this money how well they're going to be.
Well, they'll have money because I don't know if AJ Brown's coming back. So,
or Lane Johnson.
That will hurt.
So will AJ Brown. AJ Brown not being there will also hurt.
Yes, but Lane Johnson not being there also is a quiet also remedy of what happened this weekend too.
Well, hey, listen,
because you tell me that San Francisco. What is Brock Purdy's record when Trent Williams doesn't play?
Oh yeah, he's like or he has like maybe 1 or 2 wins.
So like, don't tell me that.
No. You jumped the gun on me. I was about to say we're about to be approaching Brock Purdy territory for Jalen Hurts, where everybody else gets to see what Jalen Hurts actually is. And now that the Bugattis are starting to pull out of the parking lot. Because we watched all those Bugattis pull out of the parking lot in San Fran. And
how much of a Bugatti was AJ Brown with all those fucking drops?
Listen, AJ Brown at his best is a fucking top 10 wide receiver in football, top 5 wide receiver in football.
Well, he wasn't at his best at many points throughout this year.
Oh,
you can't be a liability and drop passes.
He fucking hates it here.
You can't. But I agree. But you can't be a liability, bitching and moaning, and then when the ball's thrown your way, you drop it. Just left and right, just drop it.
Atrocious drops. Like
atrocious drops.
Galen should have thrown it here or a little lower. No, one of those third down balls literally went right through his hands.
There's no excusing that.
What are we doing here? Like, go sit down then. And then yelling at Sirianni. Me and Dylan was talking about when they was yelling. I'll tell you what Sirianni told him. Whose fault was that drop?
On the first drop of the game, I said, "Oh, he about one more of those before blowing up on the sidelines," and then they immediately cut to the sidelines. I'm like, "Never mind, it's happening now."
Big Sal had to save Sirianni's life, though, boy. Because listen, AJ could be a malcontent, but boy, if he wanted to put hands on Coach, I don't know if that would have went well for Coach. Don't know if that would have went too well, but. We move on. What was the other NFC game? Bears, Eagles.
Panthers, Rams.
Panthers, Rams. Where I won my Gatorade.
Yes. That's that one, man. He's the one.
Matt Stafford is just... Oh, that touchdown pass to Kobe Parkinson was just...
Cold.
This is cold-blooded.
Cold. But as me and Dylan said, it turned into me and Dylan actively just rooting for Bryce Young in that game. Like, go ahead, young bull. Go do something. And go show us. And he was showing.
Mm-hmm. We got the good Bryce Young week.
I came away from that game saying, you know what? Bryce can play. Bryce can play. Give him some time, and really good things can happen. And that Panthers team, they got a little bit of work. They could use a receiver. They probably could use a running back.
No, they have running backs.
No, they have running backs.
Dowdle's not coming back. Dowdle's not coming back because he real mad at them. Chuba's a good running back. He absolutely is a good running back. They just need to fix their offensive line, get another wide receiver, and get a little bit of help on defense. Because they absolutely need a number 2 wide receiver. They really do.
Text that dude. He's wide receiver 1 right there.
They need a defensive edge. They need a DA.
They do need.
They need someone that can wreck the game. They need a Chris Jones. Obviously,
they had one. They traded to the Giants.
They did. That's what they need because their corners are very good.
Yes, they are.
Their linebackers are pretty decent too. So
they could upgrade there. But
they could upgrade the linebacker.
But that wouldn't be the first place I go.
No, it's definitely.
What's the first place you would go for Carolina?
Wide receiver 2. Yeah, I would. They need one more because McMillan is a dog, and that kid that's running the country boy out of town.
Listen, is they really good?
I think I know who you're talking about. Because he's also pretty good, too. I can't remember his name. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
But yeah, Xavier, he needs to be out. He's fucking horrible.
Old country boy. It's time for him to go.
Gone. Get him off that team yesterday.
He's such a bust. Jesus Christ.
But that was a good game.
Jalen Coker.
Yes. As I was telling Dylan with about 3 minutes to go, I was like, it went from me saying, I just wanted Carolina to cover to Dylan, Carolina might win this game.
But they're such an infuriating team to watch because they're so massively inconsistent. Jesus.
If Carolina would have won that game, they would have gotten waxed to the next team they played.
They were the 4.
Who would have they played?
They're the 4, so they
would have played at Chicago, right?
Yeah, I think they would have gone to
waxed.
No. Yeah, because San Francisco would have, they would have gone to Chicago. Waxed. And that game is not as
it's a weird game.
I don't think so,
Carolina is so inconsistent that they got up for the Rams, it's house money. And then they go and play Chicago, and then it's like, well, we forgot how to play fucking football.
Yeah, it's so weird. They're just such a weird team.
That's what I expect out of them. But it turned into Ross and all this is an all-time legacy drive for Bryce, and we're just like, what are you talking about? Legacy drive?
I couldn't believe he said that.
What do you mean?
Not believe he said that.
What do you mean this is an all-time legacy drive?
So and as they didn't score. So what does that mean? So
what happens? He gets cut and then his career's over.
What are we saying right now?
No, Bryce had his moment. He got them the lead at the back half of the fourth quarter. There's nothing else he could have did.
As I told, that was a miracle drive.
Yeah.
I thought I phrased that. If he would have pulled that off, that would have been a miracle.
Anything after that touchdown that was scored before the Rams touchdown was house money. Anything else after that was just you know what? Got it.
And Carolina now knows they have their quarterback. They have their quarterback.
Let's see how. I need to see how he starts next year.
Yeah, let's see how he responds to this now. Is he hungry?
I need to see it. I need to see more. I need to see more consistency from him. I see the franchise quarterback in him. I just need a little more consistency. This whole get up one week and then stink the next for the whole second half of the year is kind of wild to me.
So that's where you and I disagree. I don't think Bryce Young is a franchise guy. I think he could be your starting quarterback for a few years, but I don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
So you think that sounds
why
like
not?
a stopgap to me?
Outside of the consistency issues, is there any other reason why you say that?
I've seen too much bad in his time. I think this year. This year's the first year we've seen really a good amount of good, but you guys know how I feel about 1 year of production. I need to see it again next year.
Dylan, he's only played in the league for 2 years.
3 years.
3 years.
And
he's 2-1. He's 2-1 to me. He has 2 bad years, one good year. Year 4 makes it for me, where it's I'm not going to have a better opportunity to go anywhere, but his next contract is not going to be a big one. His next contract will probably be a 2-year contract, a prove it.
Unless he from this year to next year.
Yes. I don't know how likely that is because now they have to play a first pace schedule.
They do.
They do, but as we just stated, now it's on the team.
It's on the organization.
Get him another receiver.
And then if the organization does everything they have to do,
then we see then he can go.
But again, I'm not trying to get rid of him. I think it's okay, cool. I'll pick up his 5th-year option, and then we'll have to see. Because this is the offseason they'll pick up his 5th-year option, which they absolutely should do. And then you have to make a decision the following year, whether you're going to extend him or what you're going to do. But right now, to me, I think he could be a starter in the NFL, but he's probably a bridge guy. I don't see him being a long-term answer.
I think if he puts up a good year, he's the franchise.
But then it goes, because franchise has these connotations of like he's the guy that's going to bring us our Super Bowl. Will we really look at him like that? Like when you tell me you have a franchise guy, that guy's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Because there's really not a lot of franchise guys.
I think his ceiling is that. I think his ceiling.
That's where it's like I don't really know what his ceiling is.
I think that's his ceiling.
I don't really know what his ceiling is because in a league where, again, there's maybe only like 5-6 franchise guys.
That's not true.
But I mean, it's like you said, Dylan, this is the first year where we've seen a pretty solid sample size of good Bryce Young. Like good Bryce Young. Now it's just a matter of, can we see that sample size a little more consistently next year?
Well, the problem is you want growth. You don't want just consistency and more of what you got. You want better. Because that's what's supposed to happen.
I would say seeing the good Bryce Young more next year is growth.
We have to see that. Like, we have to see how their schedule is going to play out. Because I like Bryce, but I don't trust him.
What does their schedule look like next year? Yeah, they got the NFC North. They got the NFC North next year.
It will be tough. Shit,
the Saints are going to be better.
I'm about to say their division ain't going to be no walk in the park.
Yeah, their division is going to be better.
But the Bucs will be better with a new offensive coordinator. The Falcons, the Falcons should be better, but goddamn. But the Falcons are, I don't know. The Panthers always just beat up on the Falcons, so I can't even say that.
If the Falcons hit on this coach, they could win the division and they could be NFC contenders.
Who can the Falcons hire that
would do that?
Win?
I don't know. Because the guy that they need to hire is taking a year off.
And that's what's like. I was talking to Anthony. I was like, I think this is like a terrible crock of coaches to pick from. Like, and Anthony was like, I don't think all of them could be bad. I'm like, I'm pretty sure most of them are going to be bad. Like, I'm pretty sure most of them are going to be bad.
It depends on who gets hired. We don't know who's going to get hired.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with Matt Nagy? Why do so many people want him?
Because
I don't know. Because I don't. And
he's gotten some of that bear stink off of him.
I'm infuriated that he's the leading candidate.
He's going to be your head coach, Mike.
He's the leading candidate.
He's going to be the head coach.
The damn Giants locked Harbaugh in the basement.
Didn't I say that was going to happen? Didn't I say that was going to happen?
Us because we were going to lock him in the basement, and then now he's the coach.
Y'all were going to have a meeting. Y'all never had a chance.
You don't know that.
I know that for sure.
Lock him in the basement.
The Giants did not let Harbaugh leave that damn facility. They locked that man up in that facility. It was like, you ain't leaving without signing.
That you guys were no chance. I think you guys were just getting a respect meeting, not a real meeting. Because
I don't agree with that.
I do. I completely believe that.
Honestly,
you have a promising quarterback, a promising young quarterback. Like, I think that's enticing for John Harbaugh.
Yeah, but nothing else is enticing. He wants to go to good organizations. The Titans are not a good organization.
The Giants are?
Yes. The Giants, as an organization, are one of the best organizations in football history. They just had a bad luck the last maybe 10 years. But that is a great organization to be a part of. Nobody ever speaks bad about the Giants. Nobody. Past, present.
No one speaks bad about Mara.
When you talk bad about the Giants, you talk bad about their coaching decisions, their football play recently,
and that goddamn terrible ass GM that they have.
He's not going to last long. He's not going to last long. Harbaugh will have the reign soon.
But please, Harbaugh come in and say, "All right, now that I'm coach here, he got to go." I know he hired me. He got to go.
No, Mara hired him. It wasn't a Joe Shane hire. It was a Mara hire.
He got to go.
And the Giants are one of those ones. They're one of the few organizations where it's like Green Bay, Pittsburgh,
national team.
Baltimore, the Giants, the Chiefs.
I don't know if you said Cowboys.
The Cowboys are one of those ones, but the problem is
Jerry.
The problem is Jerry. So the Cowboys will never get a hire like that because of Jerry.
I mean, they've hired before like that though.
Yeah, but when are they going to get like? And Parcells quickly was like, "I fucking hate Jerry." I want Parcells last there.
2 years, I believe.
2 years, and then they brought in Bum Phillips.
Well, I feel like Jerry was getting impatient though.
Yeah, because he thought he could just bring in Parcells, and then
Parcells was changing the franchise.
And then Jerry was like, "Hold on, there, you're fucking with my team." And Parcells was like, "Nope, not having it, not having it." If Parcells hates you, you're not going to get another good coach. Not having it.
All right, let's talk about this game that should have been the 1 o'clock game. Chargers Patriots. I mean, I don't know if y'all stayed and watched the whole thing.
I watched the entire game.
I checked out in the third quarter because it was
horrendous.
Herbert ain't got it. The Chargers ain't got it.
Fucking Herbert.
Here we go. How do you evaluate Justin Herbert's performance?
He had to run for his life, and he stunk up the joint. You put a little pressure on.
Is that a little?
You put a little pressure on that.
A little.
Falls apart like tissue.
I don't know about the little part,
like
Mike.
Any quarterback. Again, I made this point earlier in the chat. We watched Pat Mahomes' Super Bowl last year get pressure equal to what Justin Herbert got in that Patriot game, and Pat played like absolute dog shit. And Pat is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever step foot on a football field. If Pat Mahomes can't do it, why do we expect Justin Herbert to do it?
He was terrible. Again.
He was not good. I don't think it's wrong to say he didn't play well, but there were so many factors into this besides him just not playing well. Like the fact that, one, Jim Harbaugh got completely out-coached from kickoff, from opening whistle to closing whistle, completely coached into a fucking blender. Like all game, they're sending 5+, and you're doing nothing to adjust. We're still calling these shitty route combos that 10, 15 yards to develop, and nobody's getting open. And then when they are open, they're dropping the passes. Like watching Keenan Allen of all people drop the ball as frequently as he did was shocking. Like if you told me that would have been Quentin Johnson, then I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand. He's bound to revert. But Keenan Allen of all people, no, that can't happen. But then they all not getting open. There was no checkdowns. The fact that you're getting blitzed every fucking down, and there are no checkdowns, no safety valves. That's why you got fired, Greg. Because this happens everywhere Greg Roman goes. But it's the same shit, same problems. The problem he had on Sunday night was the problem that he had in Baltimore, which ended up being the problem he had in San Francisco. It's why nobody ever hires Greg Roman outside of the Harbaughs.
That's like not really true.
It's very true.
You just named his last 3 jobs.
Those are his only 3 jobs.
Those are not his only 3 jobs.
Where else was he an offensive coordinator?
Buffalo.
When?
2014, I believe.
Isn't that the team that won like fucking 4?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's take a look at his job history.
He was an assistant coach at somewhere else too.
So he was the offensive coordinator for 1 year. For 1 year, and then John saved him. John saved him, and he was their offensive assistant for 2 years, and then he was their offensive coordinator
for 4.
From 2019 to 22.
For 4 seasons.
He's
then
bad.
He got fired. Then he took a couple years off, and then he went with the other Harbaugh.
Oh, yeah, the only other coach to hire him, Rex Ryan. So not a great track record here. And I think he took over for Chan Gailey too, the year after they made the playoffs for the first time in like 10 years. Holy shit, that's bad. What were the Bills in 2015?
Yeah, you can sit here. I'm not completely throwing Herbert under the bus. I'm just, as I put in the chat, just looking and just put my hands up. Another year, another one and done, another bad playoff performance where we give him excuses. And we'll be back next year, and the theme will be, well, he keeps having to play on the road. If he gets a home playoff game,
I will never do that. I will never.
And then he'll have a game at SoFi, and then he'll stink up the joint again, and then it'll be Harbaugh's fault, and then we will just keep on with this cycle.
Well, I'll never do that. Like, I'm not going to do that. But he didn't play good, but the circumstances in this loss were just so, like, wild. I don't know what else he could have done, to be honest. Because, truth be told, Drake May also didn't play good.
I didn't think Drake played that well either, but Drake made big plays when he had to.
He did.
But Justin made some plays too. The thing is, Justin was dying. He made the big play and then he was going to die, or was going to be a penalty, or was just on his back, or it was a drop. Like, if May didn't throw the one touchdown, who had the worst game?
He still had some big plays with his feet, though.
Well, they still win 9-3.
Yeah, again, that
too.
That's where it's like no quarterback played great. Both defenses played really fucking well. Really well. That's the real story out of this game. Like, if you're looking for any like silver lining in it, both of those defenses played fucking great. They did everything they were supposed to do.
Let me tell you, New England has to play like that next week.
Who's New England playing? Houston?
Well, this game is going to look a lot like the Chargers game, in my opinion. It's going to be one of those games where it's not going to be a high-scoring game, I'll tell you that.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I also don't think it's going to be fucking one team doesn't get double digits and the other team barely gets over.
Nah, this is going to be like I think it's going to be like 19-16.
I think this could be like a 2013 game where it's like Houston offensively, like they're going to be the same problem where they're going to try to blitz them, and they don't have Nico Collins this week. I think the offensive coordinator and Stroud themselves are better at like making sure there's like checkdowns, because they play all year with this offensive line and not just like, hey, I only circumstantially don't have Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, where CJ Stroud doesn't ever have that. So like, I think he's just more familiar playing under that pressure than Herbert is. But Houston needs to run the football. That's the only way.
Yeah, but no, they're not doomed though. Christian Kirk went off last game. They still have him.
Yeah, but you still would want Nico Collins.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to be there. So I mean,
I also don't expect Christian Kirk to do that all the time.
Or ever again.
Nah, of course.
I wouldn't say, but he's incapable of doing it ever again. But it's like, life is a lot easier when I have Nico Collins, especially
that other dude, because that's who Pittsburgh was really focusing on. And
or it's like, then I know, like, hey, it's gonna be easier for my other guys to get open because I have Gonzo occupying Nico Collins.
His name's Christian Kirk. I want to make sure.
Yeah.
That is what his name
Christian
is, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure. And I haven't been getting it wrong for all this time.
Okay, Steve.
And then the last game we'll talk about, Anthony's favorite, mine too, because I had a great time watching this game, shutting Dylan up. It was a great way to start the day. Jacksonville and Buffalo. You would have thought, if you was in the chat that was the Jets versus the Titans in the playoffs. The way me and Bill were going back and forth in this game, you would have thought Josh Allen was my favorite player in the league. The way we was going back and forth, it was fun though. I enjoyed, and
it was a fun game. That was probably like the best.
It was a fun game.
That was absolutely the best game on Sunday.
That was a fun game to watch. That was fun. Back and forth. Jacksonville came to play. Buffalo came to play. Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. It's a good game.
It was a great game. I'm still mad at fucking Cohen. I'm still very mad at Cohen. Listen, every time Mike said
you were pissed at Myers.
Oh yeah, at the end of the game, I was very pissed with Jacoby Myers because like you have to catch that. You have to catch that ball. But my biggest gripe was what I was saying in the chat while the game was going on. He just stopped running the fucking football. Buffalo was not stopping the run. And he just stopped running the football. It was like complete arrogance. It was like, oh, my passing game is going to win the game. You let Tootin get 4 carries where he averaged almost 11 yards a carry, and then he never saw the field again.
To be fair, Dylan, the passing game was kind of carrying them. I mean...
Incorrect.
What do you mean?
Incorrect. The only reason they scored both of their touchdowns was because the run game was working.
And it made it easier on Sunshine.
And it made it way easier. The first touchdown was scored off of 4 straight handoffs to Tootin, where he fucking got like 15 yards, 10 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then a touchdown pass. The second touchdown drive was, oh, here's a 15-yard pass. Here's a run for 10 yards. This is right when I started saying, why are they not running the football? Oh, 5-yard gain. Oh, 8-yard gain. Oh, 5-yard gain. Oh, pass, run,
and then Sunshine threw it.
It was a great mix. And then they just stopped running the football.
They said, oh, we got Sunshine. That's all we need. Ha, ha,
ha. They just stopped running the football.
Let me tell you the joy of Sunday for me. After Buffalo got that touchdown and Jacksonville got the ball, and my girlfriend came in and asked me why I was hooting and hollering because I was excited when it was kind of anticlimactic because they did that. They should have just scored the first time. They should have just gave Josh the touchdown the first time, but whatever. I was setting it up for why I was rooting for Josh Allen, why Dylan was rooting for Sunshine, and why don't you like Jacksonville's quarterback? I literally, and she could correspond, I said, all I've been saying since he's come into the league is that in big moments, he has a tendency to throw an interception or not show up. The next play, he threw the interception.
That fucking Jacoby Myers
threw the interception, and I got up and yelled and literally did the meme. You see?
Because it's like, I know all interceptions are not created equal, but you have to do it for the quarterback. But like having that happen is so frustrating.
Tell me that again.
It's true. Not all interceptions are created equal
all the time.
Not all interceptions are created equal, but you have to give it to the quarterback. And it's so frustrating.
Sunshine. Blame him.
No. I'm not blaming him. Because that's Jacoby Myers' fault. Like, it's absolutely Jacoby Myers' fault.
Sunshine got to throw a better ball, man.
He put it in his hands. He put it in his hands.
I will play Dylan here. Throw a better ball, man. Put it in his chest.
If you put it in his chest, it's not that either. It's the same situation. It's the same situation. That's just like,
you need to hold Sunshine accountable, man.
I do hold Sunshine accountable. But again, Sunshine was playing awesome that entire game, and then Jacoby Myers can't catch a pass. I don't understand how you disagree with that. That's just hate. That is just hate.
What I argue is you saying that he played better than Josh Allen that game. I don't know what game you watched.
I don't know what game you watched.
Josh played great in that game.
Up until that last drive, Sunshine again was 100% in the red zone, 3 touchdown passes,
that
had a bunch of bombs. Like he was playing great.
Bombs. He did not throw a bunch of bombs in that game. We already discussed how they were getting their offense. When their offense was moving, it was because they were running the ball. How many passes
over 20 yards did Trevor Lawrence have?
I don't know.
More than 2.
And how, including the one where homeboy caught it and then just took off.
Was that past 20 yards before he took off? Because you saying it's a check down when he's 20 yards down the field is crazy. That's not what a check down is.
I believe you're talking, he had like a 60-yard pass, and most of that
he had two 60-yard passes. One was 20 yards and then run. The other one was halftime when homeboy caught the ball and they kicked it and Cam Little missed it, which is also another reason they lost the game. But because Cam Little didn't make that kick, that would have tied it. It would have been a tie ball game.
But Josh Allen played better than him.
That's where it's like up until that last interception, like because now I can't say he didn't, but like up to that last interception, I completely disagree with you.
He played bad for 3 quarters, so much so.
I don't think so. That's not. I don't know what you watched.
So much so that in the chat, I told you he better do something in the 4th quarter because he's playing like trash in this game. In the 3rd quarter, I told you that he was playing bad. And all you said to me was there's still a game left to play.
But again, I didn't think he was playing bad.
I did.
At all. I thought they got away from the run game. That's what happened. They got away from the run game, and all it was him just not being able to get more than 1 first down in a drive.
He played very well in the 4th quarter. Not good enough to win, but he played good in the 4th quarter. But he did not, in my opinion, play good in the first 3 quarters. He had a couple flashes here and there, but the running game was what was keeping them in that game.
Yeah, but again, I'm not sitting here telling you Trevor Lawrence is a fucking top 10 quarterback, but I'm telling you that he didn't play. He played great. He played a great football game.
Is insane.
I think he played a great football game. You could do both. Like, we could sit here and talk about Jalen Hurts, right? Whenever, all last year, because this year fucking sucked. Let's go all last year. We're like, that's my quarterback. He wins games when Saquon Barkley runs for 250 and Jalen Hurts throws for 90 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts played fantastic. Give that man credit. Trevor Lawrence had 3 touchdowns and interception and threw for like 200-something yards, just like maybe 3% lower completion percentage than Josh Allen did.
But he played better.
I think, yes, because at that point, before he got dragged, which is not allowed, into the fucking end zone for it, he was perfect in the red zone. No field goals. Perfect. 3 for 3, 100%. 3 touchdown passes. Had 30 yards running himself. Like, he did his thing. He was playing great. Where up to that point, how many touchdowns did Josh Allen have? He had 1 rushing touchdown. Didn't even have a passing touchdown, and then a bunch of field goals.
No, I thought he had a passing touchdown. Two passing touchdowns.
So 2 passing touchdowns,
a rushing touchdown.
But then he had
more passing yards.
Yeah, but is passing yards the qualifier for what is a better game? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is 3 touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, and then less passing yards, is that better than 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, and more passing yards? What provides more points?
Well, here's what I look at. In clutch time, Josh Allen led his team down the field and scored when they need. That's also what I look at. And that's the reason why the Bills won that game.
Well, Trevor Lawrence scored the drive before. So it's not like they were doing nothing, right? Trevor Lawrence
I'm not saying
had
that.
A massive drive when it mattered,
as
well.
And then Allen responded, and then Lawrence needed to respond, and he didn't.
No, but that doesn't necessarily qualify as better.
30 for 207, 3 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Josh was 28 of 35 for 273. What are we talking about?
Well, again, I didn't get to the rest of my drive. Jacoby Myers didn't catch a ball. Jacoby Myers didn't catch a football. I didn't get the rest of my drive. Didn't
Buffalo doing everything in their power with all them stupid penalties. Oh my goodness!
Buffalo was trying to give that game away.
They were.
They were trying. But Jacoby Myers exists.
You hate that man so much.
I'm not a fan of Jacoby Myers right now. Also not a fan of that corner that went underneath, and then the blitzer who tried to take out Allen's waist and let him throw that pass to Brandon Cooks.
Brandon had a Brandon Cooks side. Anthony, we had a Keon Coleman sighting.
Yes, we did. One catch, 36 yards. It was a big one, though.
Clutch, though. That was a clutch.
It was a big one. I said, I mean, people are saying he might have to be the X factor next game because
he had
wide receiver group. No, that wide receiver group is decimated. They only have 3 healthy receivers.
Here's the thing. Here's my problem with that statement. The strength of the Broncos is their secondary. They will isolate your number one wide receiver.
They want you to throw
the strength.
They also have a good run defense.
They don't have a one wide receiver, so they're fine.
Josh is going to have to drag the carcass of this team to beat Denver. Or
let me tell you,
or have Bo Nix stink up the joint, which is also a possibility.
If Josh Allen finds a way to drag this Bills team to the Super Bowl, I will put him over Cam Newton because this team is worse than that Panthers team.
He's already better.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
The fuck are we doing?
There's never been a single thing that Josh Allen does better than Cam Newton.
So you tell me right now his resume is his resume is not better than Cam Newton's. Dylan,
correct.
Are we serious?
Correct.
Fuck out of here, man.
Correct.
Fuck out of here, man.
We can compare their MVP years if you want, and then we can compare the best.
No, I said his total resume right now versus Cam Newton's total resume.
Correct.
You're telling me you.
Correct.
Cam has an MVP. Cam's been to a Super Bowl. He hasn't.
Cam's
that was all in the same year. What did he like? What has he done outside of 2-3 years?
You must not remember how good Cam Newton was.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Outside of his one MVP season, Josh Allen has cleared him in every other season. That's a fact.
In what asset? In what aspect of the game has he cleared him in every other season?
Josh Allen's a better thrower than Cam Newton. That's
correct.
A fact.
He could be a better thrower, but he also has better weapons than Cam Newton ever did.
You're right.
He's the best wide receiver.
But then, hold on, Dylan. You're right. But then once Diggs left, Josh Allen still cleared. He still was MVP.
You know what? Let's do this. Let me go check this.
He still put up an MVP season even when he lost his number one receiver, Dylan.
Don't worry, Cam Newton never fucking had one. He never had a number one wide receiver. Let's compare MVP seasons. Let's do it. When did Cam Newton win MVP? Fucking 2015?
2015.
You have to compare one. What about total resume, Dylan? Total resume. And not just one season.
No, we could do that too, because we could do for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8 years that he's in there. Josh Allen's MVP year, he threw for 37, 31, 28 touchdowns. Cam Newton threw for 38, 37, and 45 touchdowns. Let's go to his rushing numbers in that MVP season. Where are they? Rushing receiver 2015. 636 and 10 touchdowns. That man was responsible for fucking 45 touchdowns. 45 touchdowns. And over 4,000 yards total offense from a quarterback. Let's look at Josh Allen. 37-31, 28 touchdowns. How many rushing touchdowns did Josh Allen have? 12. Still less. Still less rushing yards, less all-purpose yards, less total touchdowns, less everything.
So what's your
point? He was
throwing
the ball to Ted Ginn. And you know what he did that year? He dragged that fucking sorry
Allen was throwing to Khalil Shakur.
Khalil Shakur's better than
Allen throwing to...
All these people are better than Ted Ginn. All of these people. You must not remember how bad Ted Ginn was as a wide receiver. If Ted Ginn wasn't wide receiver one on that team, Cam Newton would have thrown for 55 touchdowns.
Ted Ginn was mediocre to average.
Ted Ginn was an awful wide receiver. Ted Ginn is a below average, terrible wide receiver.
Great returner, though.
Great, one of the single best returners I've ever seen in my life. Awful wide receiver. The only room he was able to see the field on wide receiver was in Carolina because they didn't have one. That's it. Let's go back to comparing the rest of their fucking resume, seeing how you clearly don't understand how Cam Newton was that fucking guy.
I do, but my thing is his prime wasn't as long as Josh Allen's prime.
First year. Josh Allen. Let's go rookie year, right? Rookie year. Let's do that.
We don't need to do all that. We all know Allen sucked his rookie year.
No.
You're not proving a point. Allen's prime was longer than Cam Newton's prime.
We will get there. Right? So Cam Newton.
There's no need to get there. It's a fact. It's a literal fact.
Yards.
It is a fact, Dylan. Josh Allen's prime was longer than Cam Newton's. You're not doing anything. You're just wasting your time.
Let's go to his second year. Josh Allen, 3,000 yards. 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns. Let's go to Cam Newton's year. 3,800 yards. 3,800 yards. 19 passing and how many running?
Mind you, this is when Josh Allen wasn't good.
Cam Newton.
This was bad, Josh Allen.
He got injured. That's it.
This was bad, Josh Allen stats, by the way.
Actually, this is Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs. Actually,
and we all know how stupid Josh Allen was.
Cam never played with anyone as good as
anybody the level of Stephon Diggs.
I mean, he played with Steve Smith for what, 1 year?
He played with Wash Steve Smith for a year.
Wash Steve Smith.
Yes, that was one of the worst Steve Smith years in his career.
But again, it's like you can't. That doesn't have as much. It doesn't have as much merit as you think it is because. Once Diggs left, Josh Allen still had an MVP season. He still put up MVP numbers.
This is the second year without Diggs. And guess what? His MVP year is not as good as Cam Newton's MVP year. His talent was better. But
you're trying to say, oh well, Josh Allen had these weapons. I'm like, when Josh Allen lost his wide receiver one, he had his MVP year. So Josh Allen still did it without a major weapon. He still did it without his wide receiver one.
Who was his running back? Can't say he didn't have a major weapon. Who was Josh Allen's running back? His MVP.
We're talking about receivers, Dylan. Don't switch the topic.
We said weapon.
Oh God,
he's a receiver too.
Now you're doing that thing where you're trying to just go to anything. You mentioned receivers. You mentioned receivers, Dylan.
Let's go.
You mentioned receivers. Now let's go to running back.
Receivers, because no matter what, there's no wide receiver that Josh Allen played with last year that is worse than Ted Ginn. Everybody that was on his fucking team was better.
I don't think Ted Ginn was as bad as you make him out to be.
You don't remember how bad Ted Ginn was as wide receiver. That's the problem.
That was 2015, Dylan. I very much remember. Ted Ginn was a mediocre average receiver.
There was, you know what? Let's go. Ted Ginn.
I'll even give you. He was largely mediocre. But he had average moments.
Is fucking crazy. Crazy.
He was a mediocre average receiver.
Mediocre and average are not the same, right? Mediocre is below average. Average is average, right?
He's mediocre. He was mediocre to average.
No, he's a bad wide receiver. His best
he was on the field
receiver was that 1 year in Carolina.
Shit.
He was terrible. Terrible.
Well, he was mediocre enough to stay on that field that whole season.
Because everybody else on that team was ass. Ass. Do you remember who his number one wide receiver was supposed to be? That fat bitch, Kelvin Benjamin. And then he got hurt. They had nobody else.
Cam rolled up.
But he was also fighting with Cam too as well.
That was years later. This was Kelvin Benjamin's rookie year. Ass.
Damn Florida State.
No Christian McCaffrey. This is no Christian McCaffrey, Carolina Panthers. Just all ass washed football team that Cam Newton dragged. That's the last time I've ever said that a quarterback did everything. If Josh Allen could do this with this Bills team, because I think this Bills team is worse than that Panthers team, I will gladly say that Josh Allen's better than Cam Newton. But until he could do that, not happening.
So you don't think he's better than Cam Newton off longevity?
Off of longevity? He hasn't even played in the league as long as fucking Cam did.
When I say longevity, I'm talking about longevity in terms of prime years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 prime years in a row for Cam Newton. Before
8 prime years in a row?
Yes, before he got injured. This is Josh Allen's 8th year now.
Before we, I'll just table that argument there because we're going in circles. El Gato.
Saved it.
There were also 2 other games this weekend of the college variety. And boy, oh boy, did they also, well, one was really good. The other was not. Miami in a unbelievable game beat Ole Miss, who came to play with their makeshift coaching staff. And Miami scored Carson Beck running for a 6-7 yard touchdown. One of the last things you would think of. But
yeah, not on my bingo card of ways Miami was going to score.
But Ole Miss also didn't think he would run, and just literally there was no one on that side of the field. Me and you could have ran that touchdown in. Miami got the stop, although Ole Miss did everything in their power to give me a heart attack before that last play. Did you think it was pass interference?
No.
I did not either.
I didn't think they were going to call that. They're not going to call that on that play.
Not on that play. I agree.
If you look at a Hail Mary in any game, that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are constantly just getting dumped on their head in Hail Marys. It's nobody.
And they were both grabbing. They were both holding each other.
They're never.
It wasn't just blatantly just Miami holding.
If it wasn't a Hail Mary, sure.
Yeah, I could live with it.
But
I still wouldn't have liked it. But
my favorite thing about that game was directly after that game, Anthony coming to the group chat. Why is nobody talking about Carson Beck?
Because let me tell you, this is unbelievable right now. That was one of the best games I've seen him play, given the circumstances.
He kept it clean for the most part.
If he can keep it clean against Indiana, Miami has a real chance to win this game. I don't anticipate him keeping it clean.
Yeah, because the second he started making mistakes, the play calling shifted drastically to, hey, you're not throwing the ball past the line of scrimmage anymore.
Even so, I didn't understand what Miami was doing anyway, because they couldn't stop the run. Like, at all. At any point in the game, they couldn't stop the run. Even on that last drive, I was sitting here like, run the ball. They can't stop. They can't stop it. Just run the ball. Take all the time off the clock, run the ball, let's go to overtime. Then Carson Beck made an unbelievable throw. And, I mean, listen, that game was unbelievable. Miami earned that one. And they got one more because Indiana absolutely destroyed Oregon. Shockingly to me. You picked them. I wasn't good. I thought Oregon would win, but I wouldn't have been surprised that Indiana just won a regular. I did not think they were going to blow them out like that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought there was going to be a blowout, but like I knew they would win like convincingly. Like something just told me they would win convincingly because Cignetti's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Cignetti is one of them ones. And I think he took what they got out of the win last time. Was like, I know how to beat them when we meet them again. I know it. Where Dan Lanning, he can't win a big game.
He got out coached bad in that game.
He can't, not even just like that game. If you go back the last couple of years, he can't win big games like when they matter. He has all the talent on that team too.
That school, Oregon,
is always like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. But
so
man.
It sucks because that Oregon team is good. Like me telling Roz is like they really just out coached them and out talented them. He goes, "Oh, how many of those Indiana guys are gonna be in the first round?" I'm like, "That's a fair point." Now, like I think 2 of them will be in the first round, but the rest of them are like 26-year-olds, and they just use their grown man weight to destroy the 18-year-olds that are playing.
And that's what they're gonna try and do on Monday.
Listen, you rely on your seniors. You rely on your veteran guys, the guys that you got in the portal. You rely on Fernando Mendoza and Surratt to be able to connect on those back shoulder fades. And you make the game hard for Miami. You have to. You have to make Carson Beck make mistakes. And I think the Indiana team is good enough to do that. We'll see. Like I know Miami's defensive line is really good. We're going to see against like a actual wall that Indiana has, because if Mendoza has time to throw, it's going to be a long day.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a very long day.
But if he doesn't have time to throw,
which will be really like the first time we're going to see it, because Ohio State did a pretty good job of like rushing him, but like not good enough clearly. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if Indiana loses this game, everybody's going to think about Mendoza the way they thought about Dante Moore, and he's just undraftable, so the Jets can draft him at 2.
It's amazing how Dante's stock just
plummeted. Which it never did. Like everybody, the people who say that shit's crazy. Like Roz in real time was like, he's got to go back to school. He's got to go back to school. He said what?
He had a bad game.
Dominated by a fucking really good team. Really good team.
It happens.
It happens. Now Dante Moore is going to go back to school and be the 5th best quarterback in this class and try to avoid the Jets just to probably be a Jet.
That's how these things work out.
That's usually how it goes. Like usually the Jets are on the opposite side of like that type of karma. This time they'll be on the side of like, hey, what's up? You remember that time you dodged the draft?
I'm still here.
I'm still here, and we're on the clock. Because no matter what happens, let's say the Jets get the first overall pick of the draft next year. You know who's absolutely not going to be drafted to our team?
Oh,
Arch Manning.
That's not happening.
You want to know why? Because that family will say, "Fuck no."
Mm-hmm.
We will create an extra year of eligibility. We will get you out of here the way we got Eli out of San Diego.
Out of San Diego. Just for Phillip Rivers to go and have a Hall of Fame career there in San Diego.
Which sucks. The Jets always end up in these fucking spots. So now, with Dante Moore electing to go back to school, there is no quarterback in the net. There's not another quarterback going to this first round. If you ask Ross, Ty Simpson, everybody's going to be trading up for Ty Simpson. That's
y'all are going to get Ty Simpson, and that's going to be hilarious.
The Jets will not round. They will not. Unless Trinidad Chambliss is done suing the NCAA and is available in the second round, the Jets aren't drafting no quarterback in the first round. Not happening. So, fun times.
Let's play the music.
Oh. I don't have a table for this. I don't have a table set up for this.
That's fine. We don't.
The music is the bane of Anthony's existence.
We're just 2 years now. Anthony's had to listen to this damn song.
But we're on the losing side each time.
We're just doing it for fun. We're just here for fun. There's 4 games and 1 college game to pick. Dylan, you are the leader in the clubhouse.
You got the games up? I don't.
I can actually have the games up.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll probably get them up faster. And we can pick all the same games. We're not limited because there's only fucking 4 games. All right. I will start off with the first game of the weekend. The Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Broncos. Mile High Stadium. Great defense.
Betting against Josh Allen again.
I will continue to do so.
Hey,
continue to do so. Because when the Broncos win, I will say, hey, Anthony, I cashed out on my Josh Allen bet. For the second game on Saturday, I'm very torn and conflicted on this game because I truly don't know, because it's also a divisional game. So it's the third time these teams are playing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold now is just magically hurt because apparently they've been going bounty gate in practice.
He said he's going to play.
The Niners team is just Amazon workers. I have no idea about anything, but my heart keeps telling me to pick San Francisco.
Brock Purdy's going to give it away for like 2 picks.
Listen, why do we avoid the fact that Sam Darnold also turns over the football? Like, Sam Darnold leads the NFL in turnovers. Like, why are we forgetting this?
Would you rather have Sam Darnold or Brock Purdy?
Tough question. Give me the San Francisco.
Give you the Niners?
Give me the Niners. Something about a Robert Saleh defense that makes it very difficult to go against. And then Seattle doesn't run the ball. So how you beat the Niners is by running the ball well? So we'll see. Sunday. We'll start with the 3 o'clock game. The Houston Texans playing at the New England Patriots. Give me the Houston Texans.
Weren't y'all just talking about no Nico Collins?
No Nico Collins? No problem. Because you know who the fucking Houston Texans do have? Big Will Anderson. All I need. Big Will Anderson and then a great corner in young Derek Stingley to try to neutralize that boy Stephon Diggs. So, give me all the road dogs. Fuck it. Give me the Bills, the Niners, the Texans, and give me the fucking Rams. All road teams.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Hungry dog runs faster.
Not mad at it. Anthony?
Those fucking Rams. If I trust anybody, I trust Matt Stafford with my fucking life.
Bills, Broncos. I gotta go with the Broncos on this one.
No bet against Josh Allen. Hypocrite.
I did have the Broncos as my Super Bowl pick, so I have to be consistent.
There you go, Anthony. Let him know.
So like I had like, so even in this situation, like I don't love Bo Nix either. Don't get me wrong, but he has the ability to turn it up, and that Denver defense in that Mile High environment can be very tough for teams, and Josh Allen included, especially with just how depleted this wide receiver room is. He's going to need James Cook this time. James Cook didn't do shit against Jacksonville. He's going to have to step up against Denver. It can't be the Josh Allen. The Josh Allen show, I don't believe is going to work against the Broncos. That's why I have them winning. Keeping it real. Patriots and Texans. Patriots are going to win a close one. I think they're just going to do just enough to beat this Texans team. You said 2013. I say 1914 or 20-14. Something. It's going to be a close game, but the Patriots they're going to win. They're going to win a close one. Rams, Bears. God. This is another one of those. I want the Bears to win, but I just don't see it. I just think the way the Rams are playing, they're still, in my opinion, the best team in the NFC, and they're going to beat the Bears. I love this roller coaster ride the Bears have been on. You know, I love Ben Johnson and all that, but it's going to come to that this week. What's the other game?
Niners,
Niners, Seahawks. The Seahawks are just going to run the Niners out of Seattle. Simple. That's not it. I didn't need any time to think about that one.
Okay. Well, we can get this right out the way. They are my Super Bowl pick. I've been on this train for a while now. Texans will find a way to win in New England. Fun stat for you, Dylan. Mike Vrabel has never won a non-primetime playoff game. Every playoff game that he's won has been a primetime game. He's never won a day game in the playoffs.
Oh.
The streak continues. Give me the Texans. Now it gets fun because, like Dylan, I lost one half of my Super Bowl pick this weekend. So now I'm a free agent over there on the NFC side.
That fraud, Jalen Hurts.
Fraud sunshine. Barely going for 200 yards. But never mind. Give me Buffalo over the Broncos in the other AFC game. Only because I don't believe in Bo Nix. I think the theme of this playoffs is veteran quarterback.
You have no faith in Bo Nix.
All these young bucks, they're not ready for this stage yet.
This could be the Bo Nix revenge game from last year, man.
Yeah, they got dog walk last year.
They sure did.
Cheeks beat.
It took everything in me not to pick the Seahawks to go to the Super Bowl when we started this. But I just thought the Eagles would be able to find a way to beat them in Seattle. Now that that's gone, I don't think
back to reality.
Anyone left in the playoffs could go up there and beat this Seahawks team in that defense.
I don't know about all that, but
said, the Seahawks are a -7 against the Niners, and I am going to take that. Seahawks win. Give me the 7. Dylan, we can go even if you want. I'll give you 2. I'm up 2.
Let's do 2. Let's do 2. I got the Niners winning.
Dylan, don't take that bet. Don't take.
Listen, divisional game, third time playing a team.
Niners are gonna get washed.
The spread is
gonna get washed. Pretty fucking stiff.
Listen, and Sam Darnold turns over the football too.
And in that Bears Rams, like I just said, give me the veteran quarterback. Give me the Rams. The Bears cannot continue.
Seattle and win.
The Bears cannot.
Yeah, Mike. That's a team that can absolutely go to Seattle and win.
They absolutely can. I don't think they will, but they absolutely can. We'll see how they play. We'll see how everybody plays this weekend before I make that pick. Rams win. The Bears cannot continue to play this.
I really want the Bears to win.
The only cause for pause that I have is
I know what you're gonna say.
Like 5 degrees out there,
and Stafford hasn't had a good history in the cold.
And not even that. That kind of weather just makes nonsense start happening. Kicks start going crazy. Fumbles start so.
The Rams can run the football, though. That is one thing for sure I know they can do.
So can the Bears.
The Bears can run the football, too.
Yep. So that's why I'm like, this is going to be a good game. But I will trust the game on the line with only one of these quarterbacks.
I trust Matthew Stafford. And
will we be surprised Chicago won?
I trust Puka Nacua more than anything. I trust Puka more than I trust anybody on this field. I trust Puka to do something. Would I be surprised if Chicago won? A little bit, but not like, oh my God. Like, I wouldn't be as surprised if Chicago won this game as I would have been had Carolina won. I would have been very surprised. I knew they'd play them close, but I didn't think they'd win. I think the Bears will play close, but I think the Bears could win this game. I just think Matthew Stafford will make one more play than Caleb, and he will win. And then that brings us to Monday night, Dylan. Everything is telling me to pick these Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, fucking right.
Every statistic will tell you that this Indiana team is the LSU team that we saw a few years ago where nobody was getting close to them. They've got the coach. They've got the quarterback. They've got the defense. They've got everything you need. But you know what they don't have? Swag.
Cocaine on the fucking side.
Swag. They don't have swag. They don't have passion. I don't know how we're going to do it. Don't ask me how we're going to do it. I don't know. But the Hurricanes are going to win on Monday night. And I'm going to be insufferable in the chat on Monday night. One way or another, I will be either inconsolable or you will not be able to tolerate me.
Roz is going to light you up if you guys lose.
Oh, he can't.
When you guys won, he goes, this is terrible for college football.
That is terrible.
He's like, we need to bring class back to college football. Criminals.
DJ Notorious also in hell. And
so, the theme for the college football playoff for me has been I have to roll with family, South Florida, Stevens, Miami Hurricanes fan. I've been picking Miami every game. Not this one. F taxes. Dylan picks Indiana. The Cuban Missile Crisis is going to hit Miami a second time, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful moment for Fernando Mendoza to return back to the Trio 5, Dade County in Miami to win the national championship for your.
You can say that again. You can say that again.
Future number one pick, Fernando Mendoza. Shout out to my guy, Mendoza.
Future number one pick for the Las Vegas Raiders, Fernando Mendoza.
What? He not gonna be good for the.
Shout out to my guy.
The only thing worse than having the number 2 pick in a draft with one quarterback is having the number 1 pick with a draft that this quarterback would be number 4 every other year.
Even next year.
Even next year, he'd be like quarterback 4 as well.
I love the copium.
No copium. I recognize it. Even the Jets had the first pick. I've been saying this the whole time. I was like, he's the best because there's not really much here. He deserves to win the Heisman. I think he's got. Again, I would go with the high floor guy for me because the Jets can't afford to have a guy with a fucking.
So why is Raj angry?
Because he's bitter.
Miserable.
Yeah,
he's miserable. Because the Jets finally tanked and didn't tank right. Because again, I think Roz thinks similar to me here, where it's like the Jets can't afford to draft a rookie quarterback whose floor is hell, and that's what Dante Moore would have been if he was coming out. Dante Moore's floor was fucking hell, but his ceiling was high. Fernando Mendoza's floor is like, I could be a starting quarterback. Will I be your franchise guy? I don't know, but I will be able to play the position competently if I have the right things. Which for the Raiders will be seen because they will run that fucking dork out of town real quick.
Can't wait. How great would it be, Anthony, if y'all drafted Jeremiah Love first? I would love that for you.
Holy shit, that would be horrendous.
Or
they say, fuck it.
What position does he play again?
He's a running back.
Why would he?
No, they draft Caleb Downs first.
I've heard that name quite a bit in the chat. Is he a safety? What position does he play?
Caleb Downs is a safety.
I've heard high things about him. I mean, obviously, I'd be mad.
Outside of positional value, he's probably the best player in the draft.
I would say, let me tell you, Anthony, that kid's got all pro written all over.
He's gonna be great.
No, I've heard his name a lot. Like I've heard y'all talk about him a lot. Like,
but him being the number one pick is out.
Nah, we wouldn't do that.
But safeties are important, Anthony.
Oh,
not more important than quarterbacks. Man. Come on, man.
Safeties need love too, Anthony.
Now,
they do. Not before quarterback.
If y'all go get an offensive lineman first pick, I respect that.
I would respect the fuck out of that.
I would respect it because there's a couple really good.
There's some really good ones.
The kid on Miami.
If we signed a quarterback that I believe in before the draft happens, and we went and got an old lineman first pick, I'm fine with that.
If you guys signed a quarterback in the offseason, you guys are trading that pick to the Jets.
No.
Yeah.
Giving you guys the fucking no.
You
guys are the only team that wants Mendoza.
We're the only team that can provide you more.
Multiple first round picks.
We're the only team that can provide you more.
But didn't you say y'all not trying to give us shit?
I don't think it would cost. No. It's not a matter of not trying to give you shit. I don't think it's going to cost a shit ton to move up one spot.
How much do you think it's going to cost y'all?
I think it'll cost us a first this year, first next year, and then like a fourth.
It's too much.
I don't think it's too much at all.
How is that too much?
Mendoza, that's too much.
No, because you have to think about why they would want to move back to do it, because you have to entice them, because you're trying to prevent other people from moving up. I would give them a first next year. Would it be the Jets first? No. It'll probably be the Cowboys first next year.
Because, Mike, you got to think the Jets have a lot of picks.
We have 3 first-round picks next year.
Yeah, you have 3 first-round picks next year. Now, they'll be fine. No, I'm saying, like, they'll be fine. They have a shit ton of picks.
What I would make sure is I would not trade the Colts pick this year. That has to stay with us. I would not get rid of that. Because that Colts pick would be key into trying to trade up to get, like, Carnell Tate. Which I don't think is going to happen.
That's another name I keep hearing. Who the hell is this Carnell Tate dude?
Wide receiver, Ohio State.
Whoa.
Wide receiver?
Dog. Absolute dog. Best wide receiver in the draft. If the Raiders are like, oh, yeah, you're going to give me a 2 firsts and a 4th? Yeah, deal. We just signed our quarterback. That's fine. I'll do that in a heartbeat. I don't think it'll cost a ransom, but I would do that because I have these excess picks. I can afford to do that. But it all depends. So who knows?
We'll see how it goes. I can't wait to come back.
That's been trade for
Mike. Who's your dream number one? Who's your dream pick for the first round?
Best player available.
The offensive lineman from
Oh, okay.
The Titans literally could not go wrong.
He's not going to be there. Well,
yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Say he actually.
The offensive lineman will go.
You guys are like fourth, right?
Yeah, fifth.
Yeah,
fifth.
Because you're gonna get Mendoza go at 1. You're gonna
get. But who the Cardinals taking?
I don't know what
the Cardinals are not taking.
Cardinals might take a lineman.
I don't know what they're doing, Dylan. You know what they're doing?
I can tell you what I think. I can tell you what they're doing. They're either going to go one of 3 ways: Reese, Bain, Tate, or actually, they might go Caleb Downs. Going down to
They
might, because there's a lack of talent everywhere on that team. They like the Jets are in a situation where it's like we have to take best player available. Unfortunately,
Bain or Reese might go 3.
Bain or Reese might go, and then you guys are 4, right?
I think we're 5. We might be 4.
You're 4 because the Giants are 5.
Yes, because we're
there's no way the offensive lineman from Miami is going in the first 3 picks. No way in hell. I would put every bit of Gatorade that offensive lineman is available for you. Every drop,
the whole store, huh?
The whole factory, Mike.
No, you're right. It's Raiders, Jets, Titans are 4th, Giants are 5.
Mm-hmm.
They have you guys, Dylan. They have you guys picking Arvell Reese, this linebacker.
I'd be okay with that. Draft. I'd be okay with that. He's really good.
Anthony.
They got the Cardinals taking Peter Woods, this D lineman. And they have the Tennessee taking Ruben Bain Jr., edge rusher.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that, but there's no way that kid could go over Bain. There's no way.
There's no shot. If you're going to take a interior defensive lineman at that pick, you might as well just take Caleb Downs. Go get the best player in the draft. If we're talking positional value, you took the only other spot that's worse than safety. Just take the higher ceiling guy. So, listen, the Jets are in an unenviable situation right now.
I love where I am.
Where it's just like, this is why I'm like, Aaron Glenn's going to be fired next year. He's going to be fired. His seat's hot. He had a historically bad season. We're not going to be good next year. Fired.
So you just already just like, fuck it, we're not going to be good next year.
Correct.
Do you see an improvement at least?
I don't see a direction for this team. I don't see any clear direction for this team. We have all this cap space. We have all these draft picks. And the draft in front of us is not one that's going to help us.
I would, maybe quarterback wise it's not going to help y'all, but there's talent in this draft from what I've heard. There's talent. There's quite a bit of talent in this draft.
Talent, but it's not talent that's going to be with this coaching regime that I currently trust. Like right
so
now,
outside of the court,
I don't know who my defense coordinator is. There's apparently like real like interest with the Jets and Wink Martindale, which would make me feel better. But I don't trust anybody on the defensive side of football. I don't have the trust to do it. I don't know who's playing quarterback next year. It's all like it's the unknown.
Who is playing quarterback for y'all next year?
I'm convinced it's going to be Kyler Murray. Like, I truly am. Like, I really think Kyler Murray is going to be a Jet by the time the draft rolls around. And that probably plays the best scenario for us, because if he's bad, perfect. If he's good, perfect. If he gets hurt, which he does.
I feel like you say this every year.
Like, this is exactly what he said.
I feel like I hear this every year, though.
Like that's the position the Jets are in. Because, like, Glenn's going to be coaching for his job. If you want to see the improvement, you have to go get a quarterback that has a high ceiling. Kyler Murray has a high ceiling. Kyler Murray, at his best, is 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns.
And 5 wins.
Didn't Kyler get to the playoffs twice?
Yes. The problem is
I forgot.
The problem is Kyler Murray's defenses have been fucking horrendous. And he also gets hurt. That's the problem with Kyler. He gets hurt all the time. So if I get the best version of Kyler Murray, then the Jets will get you 6-7 wins, and then Glenn is probably safe. But then that keeps me out of quarterback. But then I don't know how good my defense is. If my defense is bad, we're not going to win any games. We're not going to win any games.
I keep thinking the Jets have this really good defense.
No, that left with Saleh.
I know. Sometimes I forget because I was used to like the bad Jets that had a really good defense. And I keep forgetting that that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, because we have the one defensive coach who's not good at defense. I've been saying this for years about Aaron Glenn. He doesn't coach defense well. With us, he doesn't coach at all. He's trying to be a CEO head coach, and it's not working.
It's a coach at all.
But it wouldn't work on if he was a defensive coach either. So, I don't know what I want from him. I'm getting exactly what I thought I would get, except historically bad, which I did not think I was going to get. So,
because when you went down the list, this was worse than the Zach Wilson Jets.
It's the worst Jet team I've ever seen in my life. Worst Jet team I've ever seen in my life. With quarterback play worse than those years.
Yeah, cumulatively, yeah. You look at Fields, Taylor, and then
horrendous. Tyrod would have. The problem is Tyrod was going to win us games. He was our best option, and he
wasn't winning shit. Though, can you stop with this Tyrod shit? He played ass.
No. Listen, you didn't watch Tyrod Taylor play. It was that offense moved, man. That offense moved.
Yeah, he moved. It did move, but he also moved the ball to the other team too, as well. He wasn't. He wasn't as good.
That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother
me. No, it's funny because it's like for the first half of the year, it's yes, it was the Justin Fields damn, he's not playing well, he's really bad, and then it's just fucking Brady Cook comes in the second half of the year and outstinks Justin.
Problem with Tyrod was Tyrod can't stay healthy. It's the story of Tyrod's career. Tyrod gets the job done. He does everything he's supposed to do. Injured.
And then y'all throw in this kid who is just
had no other options.
I still to this day don't understand what this evaluation was with this kid. I would love to hear the reasoning from Aaron Glenn. What exactly were y'all trying to evaluate? This kid was fucking awful.
Who else was going to play?
Huh?
Who else was going to play?
You could have thrown somebody else in there.
If you try to play anybody else, you're playing somebody who doesn't know terminology, who doesn't know the offense, who doesn't know anything. Say what you want. Cook sucked. He was horrendous. But, you didn't have to teach anybody else and waste time doing anything else. The guy you play that plays for Brady Cook, is the outcome any different? No. So why put in the effort if you're not going to win anyway? It wouldn't have made a difference. Brady Cook is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. And I say that too often. He's better than
Mike.
He's worse than
I didn't want to.
Dylan knows exactly.
Mike, I promise you, I was thinking about that for weeks, but I just didn't want to say it because I feel like I was overreacting. But I was just every time, that kid is fucking awful, Mike. I could not believe
quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Listen, you have not watched enough Brady Cook to then say disagree with me.
I saw a lot of Brady Cook, Mike. That dude. I was in disbelief half the time watching this dude play. I could not believe he was that bad.
How frequently over the last 4 years I can say that I have seen the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life play football.
All for the Jets.
I thought Tim Boyle was the ceiling. I watched Brady Cook play football. If you want to laugh, you watch Brady Cook. If you'll watch 2 minutes, you're like, I've seen enough.
You really need to go watch Brady Cook play football. Like, it is some of the most jaw-dropping quarterback play you'll ever see in your life, and not in a good way.
It's egregious. It's horrendous.
That's why I kept saying to Dylan in the chat, I'm like, what are you guys evaluating? Like, what is this process? I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking. What are you guys supposed to be looking out for? I don't understand it. Like,
who's playing? Who else is going to play? Like, I really thought Aaron Glenn at the last 2 games was going to bench him for Hendon Hooker, who was on the roster for 2 days. Like, I really was worried. I was like, they're really going to sit this kid. He is actually horrible. He is actually horrible.
Oh, God.
Well, on that note.
Where do y'all find these people?
It's a talent.
It's Staten Island. Staten Island.
Well, we found Brady Cook at Mizzou. I don't know, man. Like, the Jets should be rewarded for how often they find these guys.
You had Fields, Taylor, and Brady Cook in one quarterback room.
And Tyrod Taylor was by far the best one. Far and away the best one. But Tyrod was a starter in this league. So it's like, okay, Tyrod led a team to the playoffs.
I get what you're saying, but Tyrod stunk. Yeah, man, he stunk. Like, he was the best of the 3. I'll give you that, but he stunk too.
Would have started week 1, we would have had more wins. I stand by that. I absolutely stand by that.
I mean, based on what I've seen from Fields, I would agree with you. Given him being healthy, he stayed healthy. Yeah. Y'all definitely would have had more wins.
Absolutely.
Which kills me to say, but the Fields experiment failed. It is what it is.
God, he was awful. He just didn't throw the
football. You didn't have to downplay his mental health issues.
Shut up. If he would have thrown the football, I would have shut the fuck up. But then he just didn't. You can't be bad and then be a bitch about it. You gotta pick one. Pick your struggle.
Man's is going through some mental health struggles, and you just said, "Fuck it." Like,
I don't give a fuck about your mental health struggles. You're the cause of your own problems. Somebody needs to look in the mirror. Stop looking up to God. Look at the mirror.
Can Fields have a revival? Do you think there's a revival in his future?
No, his career's over. He'll be a backup. His career's over. He's not going to get a real chance. All the rest of his career, he's going to be competing for a second quarterback job.
He's going to be Jameis.
Jameis will get opportunity. Like, Jameis got opportunities to start.
Where?
New Orleans.
And then he got hurt.
They didn't.
Well, he also wasn't playing well. Where did he go after New Orleans? Cleveland?
He went to.
He was on Cleveland.
Was it? I thought he went somewhere else before Cleveland.
We have the power of the internet. Where did he go? Cleveland. Yeah. No, his career was over at that point. He was 9 years in his career. Yeah, he was done. He was done. Like, that's enough time. That's enough time. Justin Fields is going to be competing for backup jobs the rest of his career, and then somebody's going to get hurt, and he's going to play. Hopefully, he learns something by then in those opportunities that he can go and try to get himself another starting job somewhere. But going forward, until that happens, he's just going to be competing for backup jobs. It's not like a Trey Lance. Trey Lance's career is over. That would suck.
I had to give up on that dude too as well. QB development in this league sucks too. We're gonna be honest.
Yes, it does. Well, it's not as bad as you think, but people are wildly impatient now.
If Shanahan can do it, then there's no hope for anybody.
But it's like there's not enough. Like, I look at Bryce Young and I'm like, okay, Carolina. That's one of the few examples where an organization was patient with their quarterback. Yeah, they benched him for a little bit, but they brought him back. Like, It's been 3 seasons now.
Kind of do exactly what Carolina did. Like, he's in year 3.
He's finished his 3rd season.
Yeah,
most teams will not do that.
And he's already been benched twice, I believe.
Listen,
was it once or twice?
Twice.
I thought it was once.
Twice.
What was the other time?
He got benched his rookie year too.
Damn.
Carolina is one of those weird circumstances where it's like everybody understood that quarterback wasn't their only problem. So they were able to give him the 3 years that most teams would give. And then now it's like, okay, we know we could try to go in for a 4th. If you're bad in your 3rd year, then move on.
Yeah, if he was bad this year, he would have been done.
The problem is most of these quarterbacks get 10 to 15 games, and if they're not good in that 10 to 15 minutes, games,
it's more like
they stink.
JJ McCarthy stinks. I'll die on that hill.
10.
Will I be right? Yeah. Yeah. Mike, you'll be joining me.
You know what's annoying? He actually was starting to play pretty solid and then got hurt again, which was kind of frustrating because he was bad almost this whole tenure. And then, like, the last few games, he was like, okay, he's playing pretty well, and then gets fucking hurt again. Like, it's just...
Man, because when he was playing that Packers team, there were no starters playing before he got hurt. Like, they were playing 3rd-string guys. Like, again, let's apply context here. Let's please apply context to the
team. Even before the Packers game. He was playing well beforehand.
How many games did he play before that? Did he play one more game? Because they had that trash can playing for like 4 games before he came back. That guy sucked, and they still beat the Lions.
Kevin O'Connell should win Coach of the Year. We're really gonna be honest.
They had like negative 13 yards in that game and won.
Max Brosmer,
abysmal.
Oh Lord!
You want the guy who's playing quarterback for the Chiefs? Two terrible quarterbacks, and they're both better than Brady Cook.
All right, I'll see you guys. Me and Dylan will see you for post game live this weekend after the football games. I might do. I'm going to be in no condition to do any type of show Monday. I don't think.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I wouldn't. Even if you guys win, I wouldn't do that to you.
Because
go enjoy your win.
But we'll be back, and we'll be back to recap it. It'll be championship weekend, and yeah, we'll be back to wrap it up. Anthony, Dylan, Big Mike, and we bid you adieu.